Welcome back, everybody, to Two Guys, Three Crowns, the podcast about what it's really like to live in Stockholm, Sweden. Join me, Sean, and my fellow American Rodney as we explore the good, the bad, and the just plain weird.
Yeah, running down a dream that never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, and that leads to Miami. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Miami.
Trying to chase that dream that some point I gotta make
chase it. I'm running, man. I'm running. I'm chasing.
Down that dream.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
How
go
are you,
new
my
school,
friend?
Old school and drop that. What was the Stranger Things song of the moment? Kate Bush.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But we have finished open house viewing number 3 today. And it's a beautiful day to have an open house in Stockholm. It's about 60 degrees and rainy and dark as anything in August.
Yeah, but they get a little preview of like what it's during the winter, kind of.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently we had 2 people who were registered to show up, and then 10 people came, and the broker got details from 10.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, because normally in Sweden,
Right.
you go to the open house, there's a bunch of people mingling around. The broker's trying to connect with everyone. And if you're interested, you give them your phone number so that then the agent can contact you later and you can place a bid on the house. And then once someone does that, everyone who's given their contact information gets notified the bidding has started. And then it's basically like a silent auction. So we just need that person to kick it off. That's it.
Okay. When does so it can get started anytime now?
Yeah.
Now you're just waiting for
So normally the traditional thing is you do the open houses Sunday, anytime during Sunday, and then Monday evening, which we did last week. But then this week the agent said, no, don't worry about it. We'll just do the Sunday one. So he's going to follow up with everyone tomorrow, and let's see, fingers crossed, people knock on wood.
Okay.
Do
people ever come back for like another viewing? Like
he said it's
so
possible.
much,
like if they're interested, but they're not 100% sure, they might want to like swing by, and then in which case it's like, throw everything in the closet quickly.
Right. Out with the flowers. Get the flowers.
Nah, screw the flowers. We're not buying. We spent like 200 euros on flowers the other day.
Yeah. Honey, screw the flowers.
Yeah.
Get the rest of the stuff.
Get
the artwork.
vases. They don't remember we had flowers.
Right. Get the artwork.
Exactly. Dylan, get that red Kool-Aid away from the white rug. That's not ours. Get out of here.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, so that's exciting, but nerve-wracking, I assume. Or, I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Hopefully.
Or it should be just a matter of time.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, let's see how it goes. Because then you still have to do all the bidding process. Then the winner is selected, ideally. And then it's like, okay, sign the contracts, transfer the money to the bank, make sure like there's a whole bank steps that have to be involved. So like we're counting days right now that I'm in country. We are less than a month away.
Okay.
So, it's like, can the banks do their paperwork quickly enough that I can just be like, here's your keys. See ya, I'm going to Orlando.
Exactly. Or just toss them the keys. Okay, I'm out of here.
Right from the plane window. Yeah.
Right. I'm gone.
Well, otherwise it's going to have to be, okay, real estate broker, I have to give you power of attorney to hold on to my keys for me. You know? And when you sell it, you sell it.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be nothing left in the apartment. So.
Right. Hey, how long do you get to keep the furniture stuff in there? I mean, did you rent it for like a certain amount of weeks? Or
I think you get 4 or 6 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm sure like at the most inopportune moment, she's going to be like, okay, I'm coming tomorrow to take all the stuff away. Like, but I like this tree now.
Yeah, I've grown accustomed to this.
These chairs you can have back any day you want.
Yeah. I'll help you to the car with them.
Gross 1980s wicker wooden kitchen trashy chairs.
Hey, 80s were good, man. The 80s were good.
Yeah, but it's 2022. We don't need to bring the furniture
you need to
back.
swap out the furniture.
Yeah, like the it's not thatch, but it's like the woven seats. And you're just like, this looks so cheap. Like, what are we doing here? Like, well, that's what's selling in the market. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
No wonder I'm leaving.
Hey, without having to reveal any monetary stuff, is it expensive to rent furniture?
I mean, it's probably commensurate with, like, in the overall sale of the home, it's going to be like a little drop in.
Okay.
Not a drop in the bucket, but it's
right. But compared to
less, or like half of the broker fee.
Okay.
Like the broker charge X amount. And then if they get over an agreed upon price, then they make a percentage additional.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still like from the base rate, it's like less than half. And we didn't furnish the whole house. So we didn't get the bed from them and all that stuff. So they just did like these table and chairs and then like some touches like pillows. And they're like, we don't like your sheets, so change all your sheets. And then all the artwork. So lots of neutral colors, as you might expect.
Yeah, the Ghostbuster sheets. What's wrong with my Ghostbuster sheets?
Hey, my race car bed is staying.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking if it would be like if somebody could just keep on renting like different furniture looks, but I mean like in their place, not like in a sale related way. Just every couple of weeks, just swap out your furniture. But
I mean, people do that anyway, don't they? They just like go into IKEA and get the latest season.
Right. Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully, we get everything done and dusted, and then the person's like, okay, I'm coming back for the furniture. Here's the invoice. I'm gonna be like, 30 days on that invoice. Thank you.
There you go. You touched on the weather, which has taken a pretty heavy turn towards the damp. It has been raining quite a bit today. Temperatures have dropped. Yesterday was super humid. Was like, walking on the floors, you can feel like the sticky.
Yes,
it's just humidity,
and it was hot, and the day started. I don't know about you guys down there, but here it was like real cloudy. But then all of a sudden, it like jacked up the humidity, and then the temperature went up too to like 25 or something like that, 27, and then finally the clouds parted. But it was like this weird, like you felt like you were in a pressure cooker.
Yeah, it was a kind of a funky temperature, humidity. We went down to a fair yesterday that they have down in the harbor.
Oh, nice.
So occasionally they have like a winter fair, and then they have different seasonal fairs. And we had a feeling that because it still feels like the post-COVID thing, like anything that happens, there's just a ton of people going. But we had decided that we were going to do that. Finding parking was a little bit more challenging than usual because you kind of park up in the city area. Now I'm making it sound like it's like this huge city. The township square area.
Right.
They have different parking. But we found someplace, and then everybody just walks down. You just walk down this little hill to the harbor. But it's pretty small. I mean, they have like your standard meats and sausage kind of stand.
Yeah, they have like the bear sausage and the reindeer sausage. Oh, yeah.
The different stuff like that, and then like some home knitted stuff, and somebody selling jewelry, and but the way it's set up is there's kind of 3 different rows that you can walk. You typically zigzag. You walk down one row, come back the other, down the other. But since we're in election season, the whole middle aisle was
the booths.
Yeah, it was just like the political, all the parties. Yeah, the parties had their booths up.
And for all the American listeners, there's 7 different main political parties here or something like that.
So I mean, it was, and we didn't even really bother going down that one, mainly because we were going to a fair to have fun, to look at all the sausages and stuff. But it was as we're walking, because we went and sat down by the water, grabbed our Swedish hot dog and sat down by the water, and people were out. We noticed that the larger portion of the people that were attending were senior citizens plus. It was like, for whatever reason, it was
A hospice is what
hey,
you said.
we were the youngins, but there was like every mix and make of dog walking around and people,
nice.
but it was really nice. But the sun was beaming, and it was that slightly overcast, but you're not really safe. It was just,
And
yeah,
also,
it was
like,
relentless.
it's not sunny, but you need sunglasses somehow. But then you put your sunglasses on and it's too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that weird in between, that in between.
It's like, would you pick something already?
Exactly. You got to wear like sideways.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was nice, and it was nice to go down, and then we kind of like, okay, been here, done that.
Yeah.
And then we headed back to the Ponderosa.
Nice. Nice.
But you brought up a point right now, which is actually something that I had written on the list, which is sunglasses. Because I am a sunglass person. I've been wearing sunglasses forever. I almost always have sunglasses.
Well, if it's sunny, who's not wearing sunglasses? Like, I didn't know there
there's
was a
people.
non-sunglass person.
Yeah, there are. My wife is one. My daughter is the other. You know, I'm like, how can you guys be out without any sunglasses? You know, they don't need sunglasses, I guess. Like, but I've always had sunglasses, and typically, and have really tried to take care of sunglasses the last couple of years. You know, I'm pretty careful
They're
where I
not
put
cheap,
them and
man.
stuff. No, and you know, I always have a couple of El Cheapo backups. You know, I got some.
I wish I lost all of my El Cheapos.
Yeah. Yeah. So that, but I have a pair that I've really grown fond of, that I really like. And when I got home the other day, I could not find them anywhere.
Oh no.
Yes. So I panicked and started searching everywhere. And they were just gone. And you couldn't find them. I know that I didn't leave them on the train because I'm really thorough about checking my seat where I've been seated on the train. I know that now.
Nice.
You know, I always do a quick turn, quick turn around to make sure that there's nothing on the seat. But I thought they might have fell out in the car because Lena had picked me up from the station. So I'm like, the car. But the thing about it is, I mean, I looked everywhere like maybe 10 times. It's not like you go look once and you lift up everything, you go back because it's like
Well, also, I don't know about you, but like my wallet, my keys, my shades, like there's just certain pockets for each one of those things.
Exactly.
And there's certain places in the house that they go.
Exactly.
And once
Right.
they've moved,
Once
out
they're
of
not there,
those five
yeah.
spots, they might as well have fallen into a black hole. They're not coming
yeah.
back.
Yeah. And that's what I thought had happened to my sunglasses. So I gave up, and I've been like depressed the last couple of days.
And they're probably waiting
not, like,
for you on your
super
favorite chair, just hiding,
depressed.
waiting for you to sit down so you get that nice crunch.
Yeah, but guess what I wore today was a jacket that I had on that day, and they were in the pocket of that jacket. Yeah.
That is my life.
Yeah, it was just the best feeling in the world. Lena saw I just beamed up today. I was like, oh, I found you.
See, that's like the equivalent of back in the States or any country where you carry cash.
Right.
Is like you put on a pair of pants you haven't worn in a month, and then there's that $10 bill all folded up with a lid stuck in it. And
Yeah. Yeah. But now, since I've been wearing cargo shorts for pretty much like 3 months now. But I mean, I have different cargo shorts. I'm not wearing the exact same ones. But so I know that on my left side, this left outer pocket, I'm going to put my glasses or my sunglasses, depending upon if I'm indoors or outdoors. So I have everything set up. And like you said, when you reach, it's like, so you just know that you just know that something was not right. That was my happy story. My not so happy ending is I've been very, very careful with my AirPods. I have like the AirPods
Now, these are
Pro.
the wireless Apple headphones that go in your ear.
And they're the Pro version, which means that
They're extra expensive.
Yeah, I think they're like 3,000 crowns. So what would that be,
that's
like $300?
I might as well just burn that money. I can't have those. I send normal headphones through the wash like every other week.
Yeah, but So I have been really, really, really good with them. You know, every time I take them off, I put them right in the case. And I'm sure that that's what everybody does. That's the original plan from the get-go. It's like, oh, I'm going to take care of these. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to be responsible. As soon as they come out of my ears, they're going inside the charger, and I'm just going to always know where they are. Swung by Lidl on the way to work the other morning just to pick up my lunch salad and stuff. And I was in such a rush that I took off the headphones and put them in each one of my pockets. I put and that was, well, you know where this story is going. It obviously was not.
Welcome to why I can't have nice things.
Yeah. So I get to work and I all of a sudden I get this thing on my phone that says, you know, that it's connected to my AirPods, which means that I haven't put them in the case, which means that I need to put them in the case. So I reach into my pocket, grab the one, put it in, reach into my other pocket. No. So I'm reaching in my pocket. I stood up and reached in my pocket. I shoved my hand like upwards in my pocket in case it had fallen.
Hey, you better be careful.
Yeah. I coughed and, you know, I mean, I'm looking and I emptied my backpack.
Flush, like you feel that everything starts getting a little sweaty.
Oh, it was horrible. But they have the Find My app, which is like you can find stuff that you've lost.
While it has batteries.
But I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse because not knowing, I just knew that the right ear was gone. I just knew that was gone. And I don't know anywhere from the store where I took it off to when I got to the office. Since it was in my pocket, I'm thinking it must have been when I pulled out my keys when I got, you know, something happened along the way. But so I went out, I'm looking around, but I go into that Find My app and it tells you where your AirPods are if you're within a certain amount of distance.
Right.
So I go in there, I look, and it tells me where the left one is. Obviously, it's where I'm at, so it's like blinking on the screen. The right one is like, you know, it's not near you. So, but I
walking with the phone.
No, I walked with the phone, and then all of a sudden it picked it up,
and it starts moving.
No, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, okay, I'm looking out the window in the parking lot to see if there's anybody moving around.
He's like, where's my baseball bat?
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. So I did that for a couple minutes, where I'm walking far away until it stops beeping, and then I go back, and so I knew the general area, but it just never happened. And then the battery must have died and all kinds of.
And then it's been rained on today, so
yeah,
it's dead.
Yeah, but you know, in the app you can go ahead and say that it's lost, and you can put in your phone number, and I guess if somebody knows what they're doing, and I don't really know how it works, but I guess if they take it and they charge it in some way, shape, form, or fashion that connects to the internet and lets Apple know that there's a thing, that they can call me, and I'm thinking the chances of that happening are
slim to none.
Slim to none. So,
and they won't just sell you one AirPod either.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, really?
They will. That thing is 1,000 crowns, so $100 for the right one. But I've gotten really used to the last couple of days of just having one in because I'm no longer missing announcements on the train and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is somebody telling me that
stop every day.
Maybe this is some ways to, you know, it's like karma. It's somebody letting me know that, you know what, you need to pay more attention to your surroundings.
There you go.
Yeah. So I am Rodney, the man with the left ear AirPod.
I love it.
But losing two things like that, you know, thank goodness it wasn't all in the same day, but it's enough to make you, you know, once I lost that, once my sunglasses were gone, I'm like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah, bad things come in threes too, so what's going to be next?
Something is happening, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, imagine me. Everything in my house is packed away in a random box just to shove it out of view. So God knows where anything is at this point.
Right. Yeah.
I have socks like coming out of cracks in the wall. I'm like, oh, I was looking for that.
Right. But they have said, and I remember that when we moved, we had a couple boxes from the States when we moved here that we didn't open for a couple months. We knew the exact boxes that we needed stuff out of.
Yeah.
And I read someplace, they said that if you move and you have boxes that you haven't opened, for months or a year
really
or
need the
whatever,
stuff.
then just dump the box.
Yeah. Don't open it.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's kind of it makes sense, but then again, it doesn't. It's like, well, I just got to peek inside just to make sure that,
Rodney the pack rat. He's like, ooh, I haven't seen that logoed coaster in 5 years. I'm gonna keep that one.
Right. Here's my one cuff link from prom night that I've been looking for. Call the Tuck Shop.
And Periwinkle, too. Great.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, any great new hits? We had the Top Gun update last week. Have you finished the first House of the Dragon yet?
I did watch, and I think they release on Monday. So I think that episode 2 is supposed to be coming out tomorrow. I think. But now it's starting to get a little hectic because the NFL is kicking into gear.
So you got to stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning watching your Niners.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But it's been preseason now, and I think the regular season kicks this coming or next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I did watch a movie this morning when I got up that I've been waiting to see. Can you guess? Nope. Yeah, the movie Nope.
The Jordan Peele one.
Yes, and I haven't seen the other movies.
Where is it? How do you watch it? Because it's like, which channel do I have to subscribe to get all of this stuff?
It is my Apple Movies my Apple Movies USA account. That's my American Rodney account. Not my Swedish.
Turn on the VPN.
Not my Swedish account. It's actually based on your credit card. So whatever credit card you use, it's the address attached to that credit card.
Right, but why are you using an American credit card?
Because that's the only way to get that. It's the only way to get
Rodney's
Apple.
paying international bank transfer fees just so he can have his American Apple Movies account.
Hey, but I was watching movies this morning. I really liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil anything. Again, it's the first of, I believe it's 3 movies, right, that have been like Get Out, or there's like 3 different movies.
I don't know.
I mean, they're all separate movies.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed it. I really, really liked it.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, the cinematography and the acting and things. I just really, really enjoyed it.
Nice.
On the list this evening, I have not seen an animated movie in too long, so I saw that Buzz Lightyear was on Disney Plus. So I asked Lena if we couldn't watch Buzz Lightyear.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to
now.
that. Is
that a prequel or a sequel? How does that work? Because it's not like he has hair now.
Yeah, I don't know. I could tell you tomorrow. I just know that it looked good. I thought the previews looked good, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that. We're gonna check that out this evening.
Yeah, I tried to start watching the Sandman on Netflix because it's based off this super famous graphic novel by the guy Neil Gaiman, however you pronounce it, and it was said to be like unfilmable because it's so long and so detailed and all that stuff. Right. So I started watching it, watched the first couple episodes. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's visually interesting and all that, but it's like every character is so overtly British emo.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm depressed and I'm taking, English as a sub major. Like, I've met all of you people before.
I think I made it through half of episode 1.
Yeah.
And then I might revisit, but right then I just didn't need that excitement in my life right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll wait. I'm gonna have to put that one on hold. Plus, I'm trying to sneak in all these other shows and stuff. We got NCIS Hawaii that we're like watching.
Oh, geez. See, you better watch out because you're going to be with those geriatrics before you know it. Watching NCIS and Blue
Virgin
Bloods
River, Virgin River on Netflix. That's another one of our series. So,
and then you got to go back to the old 5-0. Hawaii 5-0 reruns.
The original.
Yeah.
I go back and watch the original reruns. I got a text yesterday that my passport is now ready for pickup.
Which passport?
My Swedish passport.
Finally.
Like the real one. The real one.
The real one. The one that's not just printouts of paper.
Not the one on the counterfeit money paper stuff. So I got a text, and I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. I'm not taking any chances with that passport.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna like walk around and be like, "Ooh, look at me! I've got 2 passports."
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Just like lay them out and like pretend you're like Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like just me and Jason Bourne. I got my 2 passports, but
everything has the same information. You're supposed to have an alias on one and different date of birth. Yeah, one has a mustache from November.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You'll never guess with the glasses and the mustache.
No, my passports are not quite as that exciting, but I'm stoked. And I'm picking it up because you never know when you need to just go or when you're going to need it. I know that I can leave the country. I know that I have successfully made it back in twice-ish.
Through Germany?
Yes. Where they kept my card.
That's the trick. Once you get up to the counter with the Germans, they're like, "What is this paper?" Like, "Oh no, because blah blah blah." Okay, you have story. You figure out in Sweden. Goodbye.
Yeah. The line of protection there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think I'm going to let go of mine. I'm like I'll slide it across so that they can stamp it or scan it, but I'm not letting go of it. I mean, what I went through to get that passport. I can just see
it is a part of me.
It's going to be a tug of war. You must let the passport go. No.
If you want this passport, you better be prepared to step across this line.
No, so that's what I got on the agenda tomorrow.
Nice. Now, I do have to ask about one more thing.
Yes.
Because as the regular listeners at home know, we always chat back and forth about, what we're going to talk about on this show.
Yes.
And Rodney has in the number 2 slot, Rodney's Kebab Spot. And you don't strike me as a big kebab guy. But I'm like, for him to have a spot?
Spot, yeah. So, let me tell you what had happened was Lena's parents, when we first moved to Sweden, we lived at her parents for a couple months and then found our first rental, but it was in Tullinge. Tullinge is outside of Stockholm. But out there, what we had found, or Lena had got a tip from somebody we've been there like 17 years, so this is a while back. We were living out there, but somebody had tipped her on this restaurant called Gula Villan, which is like the Yellow Cottage. It's
okay. So not White Castle, Yellow Cottage.
Exactly. Amazing. It is like super fresh. Everything in there. The bread is fresh. The sauces are fresh.
But a kebab place.
Yeah. But I mean, you eat enough kebab, then I think that you.
I think the American audience may need a little explainer to exactly what kebab is. It's basically like a gyro shop where they've got the big pillar of meat spinning and then they carve it off. And typically in Europe, and especially in Sweden, that's where you go to after you've been out drinking all night long. You don't go to Denny's and get a moon over my hammy. you go to the kebab shop, and I would get like kebab tolrik, which is like a platter of like the meat and then some salad
on fries
and fries and all that stuff. Or you can get like rolled up, kind of like not really a gyro, but like shawarma kind of thing.
And that's what I got. I got a rulle, kebab rulle, which is like, I'll put up pictures. I had Lena take a couple of pictures, but
it's like typically it's like greasy late night, like beat the hangover kind of food, which is, and now you're saying, oh, this place is all fresh ingredients. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So this Gula Villan is, anyway, we went out to visit her parents today, and we were on our way out there, and I knew that we were going to be going right around lunchtime. We haven't been there for a couple of years.
And Rodney's already on the drive up salivating.
Oh man, I took it easy on breakfast. I'm like, I'll just have a piece of toast. You know, I mean, I was like stretching,
like eat a lot the day before to stretch the stomach out and then fast.
Yeah. Oh man. And we timed it just so that we could go and eat lunch there before going to our parents' house.
I don't think it was a we decision. I think it was a Rodney planned it. So
kind of. And I was like, wouldn't that be great if we went, honey? And anyway, she got a kebab plate and I got a kebab rulle. And I had probably a good piece of that left, and I just had that for dinner. So I mean, I'm like, I had like kebab lunch, kebab.
Now, like I could get down with like a good gyro, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
And in Florida, on the West Coast, or near Tampa, there's this one little like small city that has a huge Greek population. And I remember traveling down there to see my grandparents when I was a kid. They took us there one time, and like the gyros were like, change your life, go in and kill the cook, like Johnny Depp style in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like with all like the proper stuff. And they didn't do like with the French fries inside and all that mess. It was just like the kebab meat and then like the lettuce, tomato, the tzatziki and all that, like legit. And like, it's not that easy to find one of those over here, because typically like I would think a rulle, like the roll, would be the closest to that, but then they end up being more like a kind of like a tortilla, like a wrap kind of thing. And then they also have this other option called pita in bread, which I don't even know how that works.
Yeah.
I'm like, aren't they all pita in bread or gyro in bread?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it pita? Pita is bread. Like, how are you guys going to do that? Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and watch. Yeah, but the years, but the kebab is definitely, and I've been to a couple places where they either cut it and let it sit. You know, some of the places don't even have like the meat, like you called it, the pillar of meat.
Yeah, it's just already like taken out of the freezer.
It's like shaking it out of a bag and like frying it up and reheating it.
Yeah, what are they called in the U.S.? Steakums. Right, the little
strips. Yeah, exactly. But it was life changing. I mean, it was a really good meal. Now it had gotten a little cold by the time I ate the rest of it this evening.
Oh, but that's when something's good, and especially if it's in the fridge, all that flavor gets to congeal. And it's like
But then I started getting cravings for like a good old burrito. Just like I'm sitting there going, man, this thing, if it had like some Spanish rice in there,
some black beans,
so like, some black beans, maybe a jalapeno or
throw a little pico de gallo on there. You need a little Taco Bell in your life.
I might have to give him some recommendations.
All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this week's episode. Coming at you straight from a dining room table that is not mine, with horrible wooden chairs. So uncomfortable. Be sure to check out our Instagram page for more amazing Two Guys, Three Crowns content. And also, if you have not already, it is your reminder to please go into whatever podcast app you're currently listening to this on and give us a rating, a review. Those 5 stars, it helps the show. It reaches 1 billion more people all across the globe. You know, all those Singaporeans we see wanting to know all about Swedish culture and comedy. Anyway, once you're done with that, come back here next time for more Two Guys, Three Crowns.